Hey everyone, welcome to episode 16 of the Cinematic Boys podcast. Of course, me and Bilal are back here today. How you doing, Bilal?
Good.
You been busy with anything?
Yeah, a lot of work.
Me too. But of course, today, guys, we got a special little podcast for you guys because right now, as we're recording, of course, it's May 4th, Star Wars Day. Of course, Bilal hasn't watched Star Wars yet. I'm a
Well,
big
I
Star Wars
think I
fan.
seen a couple. Rogue One, um, Phantom Menace fell asleep. Episode 2 fell asleep. Force Awakens. That was good. Last Jedi I enjoyed. Rise of Skywalker fell asleep. There's a theme going on. I sleep a lot in Star Wars.
Did you watch Revenge of the Sith yet?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It was cool.
Oh, so if you guys were, oh, guys, if you're watching, look at my shirt right now. Got the Return of the Jedi shirt for Star Wars Day. Been rocking that today. So, of course, really big Star Wars fan right here. Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars movie, in my opinion, followed by
Rogue
Empire.
One.
I haven't watched Rogue One. That's the only one I need to watch. Well, of course, today, guys, today's episode is not about Star Wars Day or Star
It's
Wars.
about Fall Guy and the glorious Ryan Gosling because he's so beautiful to look at.
So, our main part of the episode is going to be Fall Guy on the back half because I didn't get any movie news this week. On the back half, I'm going to do a spoiler-free review for Challengers for you guys because I finally got to see that today, and where we didn't get to do the review for that, where we took the week off. But let's get right into it. No, before we get right into it, I asked you how your day was and your week. My week's not that bad. Got today off of work for not only Star Wars Day, but got the chance to go out to the theater yesterday and today. Yesterday, of course, saw the Fall Guy, and today saw Challengers. But Bilal, what have you been watching this week?
So I saw three new 2024 releases. Love Lies Bleeding. Absolutely adore that movie. I saw the new rom com on Amazon Prime. The new Anne Hathaway one. The Idea of You, which I
I need to
enjoyed.
watch that.
I actually enjoyed that one. I'm not a fan of rom coms, but I surprisingly enjoyed that one. And The Fall Guy. And I watched the terrible, awful, god awful Knock Knock.
Oh, you wait. So you actually watched the Eli Roth movie?
Yes.
I heard that's his worst one.
All his movies are the worst ones.
No,
Trash.
but that was especially worse though.
Yeah, it was bad. It was cringe. It didn't make sense. I don't know why I watched it.
So it's a real bad rap thing. No, not rap sheet. Real bad stamp on Keanu's legacy.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that
Good.
mostly it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I went more into a little bit of watching movies this week, especially where May started. Wanted to start kicking up my movie watches. So last Sunday, I hopped on Shutter. Of course, I got the Prime Video, and of course, you can get AMC Plus and Shutter through Prime Video. So I got that subscription. I knocked out two Shutter originals so far. I knocked out Late Night with the Devil and Destroy All Neighbors, which of course everyone knows about with Late Night with the Devil. Destroy All Neighbors is like a horror comedy. I really enjoyed it. It has rock and roll in it. Of course, me and Bilal watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which was this past week's movie Cinematic Boys review. Of
Yes,
course,
sir.
then I watched Snack Shack, which guys, if you haven't watched Snack Shack yet, I would really recommend you guys to watch it. It's a one of the best right now coming of age movies for 2024. And of course, yesterday I watched The Fall Guy. Then I watched one of the worst movies of 2024.
I warned you.
I watched Unfrosted, which is Jerry Seinfeld's directorial debut. The movie was awful.
He
It
should
was
never direct ever
distasteful.
again.
Yeah, Below is right. He should never direct again. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what Netflix was thinking about agreeing to this movie, but this movie is not at all. This is worse than Rebel Moon, and Rebel Moon was pretty bad. So if you guys were listening to this, take that with what you wish, and I recommend to not watch this movie at all. But then, of course, today I watched Challengers, the latest pick from Luca Guadagnino, and I'm gonna get into that later. But guys, be ready for that. But let's get right into it below. Let's talk about the Fall Guy, the latest movie from David Leitch, which is former stuntman David Leitch, which I didn't even know he was a
Oh
stuntman, to be
yeah,
honest with you. Because of course, before the movie, they did like a little, what was it?
a little tribute of his other movies, right? Like you see a little bit of Atomic Blonde, Hobbs and Shaw, Double Two, and then Bullet Train, just showing the stunts from his other movies that he worked on.
Yeah, then he talked with Ryan Gosling right before the movie, kind of like how Tom
Oh
Cruise did with Top Gun Maverick.
yeah, he gave me a good suggestion on how to use my phone during the movie with the jacket, text like
Oh
this.
yeah, I love that. I'm like, dude, you just literally done what I don't like in a movie. You literally text on your phone. That's my number one pet peeve. I hate phones in movies. Now,
My,
if you're checking, now if
you
you're
know,
checking the time, I can see checking the time. But if you're just over here texting or
yeah,
calling somebody, no, walk out of the theater.
yeah. But you know what's my another big pet peeve in a movie theater? Apple Watches, man.
I need to get one actually, especially for
I mean,
work.
like, why bring the Apple Watch in the movie theater? The light shows up when there's a notification. Just turn it off.
You can turn the brightness down. I don't know why
Yeah,
people just don't do that.
I don't know. They're lazy,
Probably
or my people talk too much. I mean, I'm cool.
true.
I'm cool. I'm cool with like people whispering a little bit. It's like, oh, that was a good scene. Or like, not nothing like something.
Like when I go, if I go with somebody, like I lean close to them, then whisper. I'm
Yeah,
not literally talking like me and you are right now.
yeah. I
Unless if
sometimes,
like,
you know, when I see a movie with my friend, I'm like, I sometimes lean towards. It's like, are you enjoying the movie so far? They're like, yeah, I am. No shit. Why did you recommend this fucking movie? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. My bad.
but like for example, like last week we went to go see Boy Kills World. We're the only two in the theater, me and my mom, right? So we're just talking normal because of course no one else is in it. We're talking a little bit what we like so far in the movie, but that's only if you're in the theater by yourself
Yeah,
with someone else that you know. But
yeah,
if you have people in the room, respect to other people.
yeah.
Don't
I
text.
mean,
Don't talk out loud.
when I saw Monkey Man, I was the only one in the theater, so I have my phone now to taking notes while watching the movie on my phone. So that's why I was like prepped for my review, which was nice.
Like for today, for challenges, right? I went in, preview started by myself, right? I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to enjoy this movie. I'm going to be not only enjoying it, I could probably have a little bit more thinking. If I need to, I could take some notes. Literally on the third preview, two women walk into my theater. And there's like four rows in my theater. I'm sitting in the third row, right? Closest to the like some in the middle, but closest near where the door is, right?
Yeah.
They got this whole entire theater to sit on, the side and the bottom. No, they literally sit literally right behind me, which is uncomfortable because, of course, you know what Challengers is. Like before going into it, do you think what Challengers is, what the movie is by the trailers, and you got two females in here, and you're
Yeah,
the only guy, and it's kind
that's
of
exactly why I'm waiting for streaming. I just don't feel comfortable watching that type of movie in the movie theater.
but I will tell you once I get to my review that it might sway your opinion to go see this in the theater below because
I made my mind up. I've seen all the reviews. I'm good. You know, I saw poor things in the movie theater. Most awkward experience my whole life. I don't want to experience something like that ever again. Nope, nope.
But of course, we're still talking about the Fall Guy right now. But let's get into it. Let's go spoiler free at first, guys. So if you guys haven't seen Fall Guy, it's okay to listen to this right now. But Bilal, what are your thoughts on the Fall Guy?
First of all, Fall Guy. A lot of fun. I love the tribute towards stunt crew members, and especially that they don't get enough credit, which I'll talk further later on. But there's that one clever joke that I really enjoyed in that movie, but I'm not gonna talk about it until later. Ryan Gosling, man, such a charming fella, isn't he? And his comedic timing was so good. Like, every time he showed up, my whole theater was laughing. Every joke he did, my whole theater was laughing. Same with Emily Blunt. She was hilarious in this. Normally she's more in more serious roles, so seeing her being a fun rom com action movie, fantastic. She did a great job as the director. Aaron Taylor Johnson was really good. I wish we got more Winston Duke. I love Winston Duke. I think he's a fantastic actor who's so underrated and delivers great performances all the time. And I also love the costume and set pieces that they use in this movie. Like, did you like the costume design in this movie?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I also like the scale of the stunts they used, right? Like, there's like different styles of like environments when you're using these big stunts in this movie, which wasn't appreciated. Like, you notice that too?
Yeah,
Yeah. I also dug the score. I think the score was underrated in this movie. I don't see a lot of people
I
talk about
love
the
the
score of
score.
this. Yeah, score was great. Um, yeah, I mean, this movie is just a fun time. If you want to see a fun action rom com with Emily Blunt, Ryan Gosling, they both deliver great performances. There's some mystery elements that I enjoyed, and it's a fun movie overall.
The Fall Guy is one of the best rom coms and action movies so far of 2024 for me. Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Winston Duke has great chemistry together. I really like Ryan Gosling. He is Ryan Gosling. So if you guys are always like, I'm
I'm
him about
him.
Ryan Gosling, because we know a lot of people that are in our movie talk group, and this movie, it just adds on to that. This just um like expels Ryan Gosling. I love his performance in this. Like you said, his comedic moments in this is good. He has some great action fights in this. Emily Blunt's chemistry with him, I like their chemistry with him and her in this. Aaron Taylor Johnson, even though, as mostly you maybe see from the trailers, we don't get as much time with him in this. But the time we get with him in it, I enjoy it a lot. And I'm hoping, because I haven't watched Bullet Train yet, I'm hoping he's good as this. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
as
you
this in
go.
Bullet Train.
Hold up. You're gonna love in Bullet Train. His character with Tangerine is hilarious, and he really shines as an actor in that. And his chemistry with Brian Tyree Henry is so perfect. I'm surprised Sony has not made a spin-off of these two characters because I personally needed the world needs it because Brian Tyree Henry, Eric Taylor Johnson just work perfection together, man.
As adding on to that, like Bilal said, Winston Duke needs to be more here. He is a great performer. He's a great actor in all his other movies like Black Panther and Us. And this is another gem that he has
Don't
into
forget
his.
about 9 days if you haven't seen it yet. 9 days is fantastic in as
I
well.
haven't seen 9 Days. So I'm gonna add that onto my watch list. But of course, this is another gem he adds into his filmography. He's good in this. The script, I like the script. The writing. David Leitch, as a former stuntman, he knows what he's doing. He's showing love into this as former stuntman. And this is also, if you guys didn't know, I don't know if you didn't know this below. This is based on the '80s show also.
Oh yeah, it show yeah.
So
Matter of
he
fact, they used the theme song in the credits of this movie, I
so
believe.
I'm gonna talk about that also
Yeah.
later on in like the spoiler territory kind of. But of course, this is based on an 80s show. They sprinkle some of the 80s show into it, of course, like the characters' names and stuff. But of course, the full story is not like the 80s show. David Leitch has made his own story away from the show. In this, I think with like Aaron Taylor Johnson's character and stuff, that's all some new stuff. But of course, like Colt and Jody and all of them, they're from the original show that came out of the 1980s. The score, like you said, I enjoy the score. We get a lot of 80s music, and I love 80s music a lot, especially the Kiss song. I've been having now on replay all the time since I watched that movie. And a little fun fact, I don't know if you thought this below. Godzilla X Kong. When Trapper gets the glove for Kong,
Yeah.
same song.
Oh yeah.
That's a little fun fact if you guys didn't know that, because I once I heard the Universal logo and started hearing the song playing, I'm like, yes. But besides that, I really want to get into spoiler territory because I just want to tell you guys how much I love this film. And with that being said, guys, if you guys haven't watched The Fall Guy yet, I really highly recommend you guys go out to the movie theaters and see this with a packed crowd, because a packed crowd is the only way to see this in. I unfortunately didn't have a packed crowd. I wish I did though.
Oh, I am
Well,
packed crowd.
did okay? I want to know, was there some good reactions in that packed crowd?
Yes. Everyone was laughing. The couple beside me was laughing so hard I couldn't even hear some of the parts of the movie because there were all couple laughing their ass off. It's the funniest thing ever.
So, guys, you hear from below. Go with the crowd. You're gonna have a good time. This is a good, fun movie. Take take a significant other, take your kids, take your parents if you need to. Just go with somebody and watch this movie. Hell, go with some coworkers if you need to. Go see this movie. So, Bilal, let's get right into it. What are your spoiler thoughts before we get into some like questions that you got for me?
Alright, I think first of all, I like the opening of the fail stun in the beginning quotations
Yeah.
when the character Cole does almost dies and hurts his back really bad. And then that way you just relate to his character. It's like, oh, I don't want to do stunts no more. I feel like a failure. He's working for this restaurant. And I love the way he drives that person's car. It's like, be careful with my car. He's just doing donuts, doing
Oh, I
what
love that
people. Yeah,
too.
that was great. And the way the music was clicking in, that was great. The way that Gail lied to Cole about Jody wanting him to be part of that movie as a stunt
Okay,
person.
can I ask you a question real quick about
What?
that? Did you get what she was doing right there?
A little bit.
Okay, I was wondering with you too, because my mom, not only that, but beforehand, she looked at me during the movie. She's like, "Oh yeah, Gail's setting Colt up the whole entire time to set up for this murderer." For
Oh yeah, without doubt. Like Gail, the whole movie was like suspicious. Like the whole time she was doing some suspicious, shady things that I was like getting into, and then that actually happened. But I also like the way he was tricked into being into the production of Meltstorm, which every time Meltstorm's score comes out, I keep thinking about Dune for some reason because it sounds like Dune, doesn't it? The score.
not only sounds like Dune, but the movie looks like Dune. And after watching like the clips of the movie they were making, I'm like, I want them to make a spin-off and them to make that movie with, of course, with Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I mean, I was like listening. I'm like, yo, are they making fun of the Dune movie and Cowboys versus Aliens or
It
something?
reminded me of Dune a lot with the aesthetic, with the film of
Yeah,
what they were going for.
yeah, and Anyways, he was forced into doing that car roll stunt, and during that he was a bit rusty, and I'm pretty sure he hit one of the cameras by accident, which wasn't good
Yeah, it's on the
impression.
back of the thing.
Yeah, which was a good expression for Jody, right? And Jody was like pissed. And then the way that he takes off the helmet and Jody sees him shocked and was like pissed at him because they didn't even talk for 18 months. I thought that was great, dude. That
I
can
wish,
Yeah,
to
go
be
ahead.
honest with you, that scene was shown in the trailer, right? I wish that scene was never shown in the trailer. I
Yeah,
think that would be the genuine funny reaction to see
yeah,
that for the first time.
yeah. But like I love the back and forth between Jody and Cole during the fire stun. The way they were talking to each other was funny. And then Cole keeps like hitting himself with the rock. I'm like, this guy can catch a break, bro. And then you know what? The scene when he got drunk, and with that leopard head guy. That is classic David Leitch humor. Like you see something like that in Hobbs and Shaw with the blue color grading. Remember when The Rock was tattooing that person in that
Oh
movie?
yeah,
It,
true.
it was like similar color grading. You think that
I forgot
blue?
he directed Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, you could tell. You could tell the similar style. But that jacket, that live jacket, I need it. Where can I get it? Ryan Gosling or David Lynch, hit me up with that jacket. I need it. Anyways, that scene was hilarious, especially the way he still managed to fight off those people and then managed to go into the hotel still while it's in the senior corners. And you see a dead body of a former stunt person. And later on, it's revealed that Tom Ryder killed him with that kick.
Which, aka Tom Ryder, if you guys didn't know, is Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Anyways, I'll let you talk about your thoughts a bit more, and I'll sprinkle in.
Okay, so I love this movie so much. First of all, I love how after he gets injured, we see this dude go down a deep rabbit hole, growing his hair out. He's a valet driver for a Mexican restaurant. I thought it was gonna be a nice place. It's a Mexican restaurant, and the guys know who he is that works with him, and they love it. Especially you
Yeah,
said the
yeah.
car scene. I love. They're like,
It's like you're the
yeah.
stunt person. You're the stunt person for that cup.
And when he's driving his car back, he's screaming no, but all his workers like, yeah, because of course they know who he is and what he can do. When we finally get to see Emily Blunt and his first reaction with each other, I really like that. I really like this thing with Winston Duke though. He's like, the sand, it's not good. It's not drivable. He's like, you're stalling. He's like, no, man, the sand's not good. I can't drive on the sand. Of course, he starts driving. He's like, before he hits the camera, dude, I really told you the sand is not drivable on. I'm gonna hit the camera if I drive on the sand. Knocks the shit out of the camera.
I love that the first time they talked like to Jody, he's like, "Oh, I'm a little rusty." It's
I
like you're
love that.
trying to shrug it off a little bit, you know.
But of course, we get right into the movie. I love, like you said, the when he gets the drugs. What's the last time, folks? You start seeing a unicorn. It
Yeah.
turns right to the side. Big ass unicorn right there.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I forgot about the scene, bro, when he gets into Tom Ryder's house for the first time, and then you see that chick with a short like sword. It's like, oh wow, Tom Ryder's really with some shady people. All the things are getting hired, but it was her using a fake sword the whole time. She's like,
Yeah,
I'm a really good actress. So I'm like, that's clever.
I love that. I'm like, oh shit, they know they set him up. He's gonna get killed and everything. And I'm like, oh shit. She's like, he's like, is this a fake sword? Because of course the little knob he tries to pull out, it just comes off. Yeah, I'm just a great actress. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's that comedic timing that I really love about this movie,
Yeah.
though.
And then yeah, there was a little bit of foreshadowing between the blank gun in the beginning.
I love the scene with that blank gun once they use that.
Yeah. Oh, also the rubber, axe thing too.
You get the blank gun. I love what's the Duke. He's like, I think this thing is real, man. Throws it. The thing is rubber.
Yeah.
But of course, we figure out that Tom Ryder, aka Aaron Taylor Johnson, is killed his. Not only killed a stuntman he had before Colt, he actually caused Colt's accident also.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, how did he do this? So of course they show it. I think that's the thing I like because there's a lot of movies now that leave plot out. Like the beginning, like we didn't know. It's like, oh, this movie's there's something that's missing right there that you could take some stuff off your rating right there. But then once you figure out in the twist, it's like, oh, it filled that gap real quick. So it helps the story congeal together. By the time we get to near the end, and we find out that Tom Ryder actually killed his former stuntman and hurt Cold because, of course, he's a selfish, righteous dickhead who thinks he's the best actor possible, and he thinks he can do no wrong.
Oh, also Gail's like, oh, I got you covered. Gail just being that suspicious person towards the
Yeah,
whole freaking movie. Oh, speaking about Gail, the way she buys tickets for Colt and say, "Oh, get out here," and the Colt's trying to go to that karaoke of Jody to reconnect, bro. It makes Gail piss
dude.
me off, bro.
Did you have anybody singing during this movie during the karaoke scene?
Hmm?
Did you have anybody singing during the karaoke scene in your theater?
Nah, not luckily, thank God.
I had some people in mind,
Oh
but I'm
my,
like, it don't. I'm like, it don't bother me. I'm like, I grew up with all that, so and I like singing anywhere, so it don't bother me that much because, of course, it's a movie experience. People love this movie; they enjoy this movie. I am not going to give somebody a rough time for enjoying a movie because we're movie lovers. We love the movie
yeah.
experience, but overall, let's get right into right before the ending, of course, when you find out that Mr. Tom Ryder. Oh, this part kills me.
Oh, I forgot. Stephanie Shu was in this movie. I forgot she was in.
Yes, I saw that too.
I'm like, huh? I didn't look at the cast or the trailer. I'm like, oh, Stephanie Shu is in this. What is she doing here? And she played a role really well. That action scene in the car where Ryan Gosling was going out for those shady people. That's done. Was great.
What I like is like I said, what kills me is he goes in this house two damn times, right? The
Yeah.
yacht that's right there. Damn, Tom Ryder's on the damn yacht the whole entire time, hiding from everybody.
Yeah.
So of course he gets right into her. Mr. Tom Ryder is right there, knocks him out. It's going to do a murder suicide because it's convicted right now that Colt's the killer because of course they took like this face scan. Of course they put him on Aaron Taylor Johnson's
Yo,
face.
isn't that kind of sketchy with the AI stuff that's going
No, okay,
on?
okay. So I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's not AI
It's not AI. I know that.
because, of course, video games like Madden specifically
Yeah,
face scans the player. They do that, and I think it helps not only that, but Hollywood cut money
yeah. Put Tom Cruise face
because
on it.
I love that they love Tom Cruise in this movie. Just put Tom Cruise's face on.
Bro,
Be
we
okay.
forgot about that Oscar joke that he did in it.
Oh, what was the Oscar joke again? Oh yeah, the stuntman.
Yeah,
I'm like they mentioned it. I'm like they actually mentioned it. I'm like I wish the Oscars would actually have a Oscar category for stunts.
yeah, bro. They called out the Oscars. I love that, dude. Because they deserve, like, stunt people deserve to be in the horror show, 100%. Like, they
Yeah,
risk their lives to entertain us, right?
yeah.
Why are they not getting any credit? Just saying, they should get a lot more credit for doing what they're doing, right?
But besides that, of course, Colt gets out of his situation like Colt always does. Is fighting the guys. When he fakes his suicide, or
Okay, I said before that, the way he blew fire from the oil.
I knew that was going to happen. As soon as he opened his mouth for the gasoline, I'm thinking he's going to blow the gasoline at the dudes when they set the lighter off. But of course, he fakes his death, which I'm like, I know he's going to fake his death. There's no way this movie ends like that. He's a stunt man. He can get out of this. And
Oh, bro,
Jody
the scene
knew that.
where is this? Where the alien costume and going to Jody,
I love that.
Jody beat
But
the shit out of him.
that's that Pilates that she's learning. When she said she was learning Pilates, I'm like, that's the Pilates.
Hey, Emily Blunt knows how to do action too, bro. Like that, she's a badass, bro.
Yep. Well, besides that, of course, they do a whole bunch of stuff at the end of the movie scene. They get Tom Ryder to do a stunt scene, and of course, he confesses to the murder of his former stuntman, and that it's not Colt, it's actually him. Happy ending, everything. But Bilal, what do you got any questions for me about this movie?
Let's like talk about Jason Momoa, bro.
Oh
Him
yeah, I
being,
got it. Did you
him
watch the
being.
mid credit scene?
Oh yeah, yeah. I love that mid credit scene where Tom Ryder's like on his phone, like no, first was the police, like Gail's like, oh, you know who I am? He's like, I don't give a shit, lady. You're under arrest. I like that. And then Tom Ryder's like, whoa, there's a phone signal right there. And he just goes around and gets blown up to pieces. And it switches over to Stephanie's shoes, like, let me get can you get Jason Momoa's H on the phone real quick? I'm like laugh my ass off because that was great.
I love that because I swear how Jason Momoa got into the movie when they
Yeah.
showed it at the premiere.
Bro, Jason Momoa. No, can we have this movie like Bellstar be a real movie with Jason Momoa, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Can we have that movie? Like that whole
Because remember, it
movie.
did say by Universal Pictures, I'm like, make it a movie because you got a real studio in there.
Exactly, exactly. But like the funny thing is that movie was so much better than like half of the movies that came out this year. The little tiny movie right there, you know. With
That,
Jason
that movie
Momoa.
looked entertaining.
Yeah, that movie looked entertaining. Aliens, Jason Momoa, guns, a Dune score, basically. Like, give it to me. I wonder if David Leitch is friends with Denis Villeneuve. Yes, I feel like they are. They gotta be friends, right?
That was just Hollywood. A lot of people know each other in Hollywood.
Yeah, I feel like they gotta be close friends or something because the vibe was very similar to Dune.
But of course, Bilal, do you have any questions for me? So, guys, if you didn't know, Bilal has been bringing up some questions to try to get me and him to do more of a conversation about these movies.
So
So,
my
start
first
with
question
questions.
is: if someone who really liked Fall Guy, what are some other movies you would recommend towards them to check out?
Ooh, I'm gonna go start off with some. First of all, watch the David Leitch movies. He directs Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw, and Bullet Train. Watch those if you want some good. If you want the taste of a David Leitch movie before going to Fall Guy. Next, you gotta get into the Ryan Gosling. The three best ones, I think. I haven't watched most of them, and some of my recommendations won't be some I haven't watched. But of course, what I haven't seen it, but go watch Drive. I've been
Let's try.
That's been a movie I really wanted to see. Of course, watch Barbie. He feels more of what his role in Barbie was, and this is comedic timing and stuff. And the third one, I would say, is it's the one. Oh, what is it called?
Notebook.
It's a really not the Notebook. Let me look it up real quick because it seems good. It's a dramatic role that he plays in.
Holland.
Um,
Blade
let
Runner
me think.
2049.
Okay. If I do another one, Blade Runner 2049, but there's one
Nice
more that I
guy.
really. What?
Nice guys.
Yeah, if you want some more comedy, The Nice Guys, it's The Place Beyond the Pines.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you guys want to watch a really good Ryan Gosling movie, I've heard it's good. I really want to watch it because it's been piquing my interest. No pun intended, because of the title. But
I mean, for me, first of all, game night, especially with a comedy, and plus
yes,
there's a little bit action sprinkled in there a little bit, and it's just like a great movie that has a whole bunch of vibes of having a friend group. And it's a great uh comedy thriller film sprinkled with some action. I also would recommend any like I would recommend Rush Hour because that's action comedy, peak action comedy, like the Rush Hour movies. If you like Fall
I love
Guy,
Rush Hour.
obviously the Raid 1 and 2. If you want pure action,
This man loves The Raid. He's gonna recommend The Raid in any movie
also
that
Mad
has
Max
action.
Fury Road. If you love action, oh the John Wick movies, Mission Possible, except for 2. That one's weak. Right, you didn't like you like Mission Possible 2?
Yes, I like Mission Possible 2. I don't know what's up with y'all saying you guys don't like Mission Possible 2.
Man,
You guys just don't like John Woo. That's the thing.
I love John Woo. I just don't like
Why you
Mission
don't like
Possible
that movie?
because I didn't like that movie because it was cheesy, too cheesy for me. Matter of
It's
fact,
John Woo. That's why.
it did fit the tone of Mission Possible, bro.
You didn't like Tom Cruise climbing on the side of like the Grand Canyon.
All right, that was cool though. That was cool though. But like,
But Bilal, what's your next question for me?
all right. Do you think Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt should work on more movies together in the future after Fall Guy?
Yes,
If so,
that does not even.
what genre should they tackle?
I'm going more pure action,
Pure action,
kind of like a. I'm gonna
like
bring
a
up other Emily
like
Blunt
a buddy
movie,
cop movie.
kind of like A Day After Tomorrow. Not A
After
Day After Tomorrow. Edge after Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, there you go.
Edge of Tomorrow, sci-fi action.
Yeah, because of course she's already good in that with Tom Cruise. I'm thinking she could make a good one with
I was
Ryan
thinking more
Gosling.
like action comedy, or with the sun stuff. More action comedy, like Rush Hour, and that'd be cool. Like a buddy cop movie.
True. But what else? Do you have any more questions?
All right,
Keep on cranking them out.
All right, my next question is: what's your top 3 favorite Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt movies,
Ooh, Ryan Gosling. Blade Runner 20, not Pacific Quarter. Blade Runner 2049.
and why?
Of course, this. Oh, and why? Because it's, and why? Do you want me to say why it's Blade Runner 2049?
Yes, tell the world why.
Because it's Blade Runner 2049.
What is Blade Runner 2049? I don't know what that is.
It's peak.
What is peak? Define
It's
peak.
I'm him. It's the definition. That is literally the definition of Ryan Gosling of I'm him. If you want depressed, that's the only thing. If you want depressed Ryan Gosling and you're him, that's the Ryan Gosling.
You're not really selling this movie to me, man.
Hey, you already love Blade Runner 2049. And if you guys haven't seen Blade Runner 2049, I don't know what you're doing. Go out, watch this movie because great movie.
We're definitely clipping this for the TikTok page.
Of course, number 2, we got Barbie, Ken's Dojo Code, then Ken's Dojo
Casa
Mojo
House.
Casa House. I had to get that out because I love that son line. I'm just Ken.
Sing the
I am
song.
him. No, I'm not gonna sing the song. I was really about to right there. That like we gonna record a podcast right now. How do we start singing? He just expresses masculinity in that movie, and I love it in comedy. And the third is an underrated gem. It is Remember the Titans.
Oh, that's a great one. And what about Emily Blunt?
That's okay. Emily Blunt. Let me look up Emily Blunt's. I haven't seen a lot of her.
Sicario, Oppenheimer.
You know me too well. Yes, Sicario,
Oh,
Oppenheimer.
what's their Edge of Tomorrow?
I haven't seen Edge of Tomorrow. That's the thing.
Oh my gosh.
Let me look. There's only 2 more I could think of, which is the same 2 movies from the same franchise. So let's look up Emily Blunt.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh no, we are not talking about Jungle Cruise. I'm guessing I'm gonna go with it
Quiet
because this
Place.
is the only. I'm
Quiet
going with
Place
the Quiet
number
Place.
two, man. Which one is
I'm
it?
going with the first one.
You're going with the first one? All right.
Yeah,
You want to know mine? Or not? Like,
yeah.
all right. You want to know mine? All right. Which one first? Ryan or Emily?
Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling.
My number one is Blade Runner 2049, a great character study on the character Kate that really showcases to try and find his true identity and really has heavy themes of loneliness. And Ryan Gosling does a perfect job portraying that character. Number two is Drive. The action is great in this movie. It's raw and brutal. Ryan Gosling is fantastic throughout the full runtime of this movie. And the third one, I got to think about the third one though.
You said the second one's Drive, right?
That Drive.
Oh, I want to see that.
Gotta see that.
I own it on DVD. I just need to watch it.
I think the third one I'm gonna go with is Blue Valentine. That one's really good.
I need
Have
to
you
watch
seen?
that too. No.
And as for Emily Blunt, number one, Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow, great sci-fi epic. Number two, I think I'm gonna go with Sicario. Love Sicario, fantastic. And my third one, I'm actually gonna go with a Ryan Johnson gem of a film that no one really talks about, Looper.
Okay, I own Looper. I need to still watch Looper. I forgot.
Man, you have so much on your watch list and you get through. Oh my
Oh,
god.
you should see, guys. If you want to one day, me and Bola could just do a podcast of our movie collections. My movie collection, we could go through an hour of, because my movie collection is big. It's big. I got shows over here. I got a whole tote over here of movies.
If you guys want, give us a movie suggestion in the comment section below, and we'll watch that movie and review it. Could be any movie.
For the Cinematic Boys reviews.
Yeah, for some of my boys' reviews, like any movie, like legit.
Because later in the year, I'm still figuring out stuff right now. We got a plan so far of what we're going to do for the reviews, but I'm still figuring out for later in the year. So suggestions, guys, that would help out. But below, you got any more questions about the Fall Guy?
All right, my last question is: what are like three scenes that you really enjoy in the Fall Guy?
Oh, 3 scenes. Okay, the scene is when he's trying to get the phone, in there like that dump truck, tow truck thing.
Yeah.
And I like that scene. I like the ending with the when they try and get Tom Ryder to confess. And the other one, it might be that scene where he takes the guy's car when he's the valet.
That's great picks. I think my favorite scene got to be the sword fight scene. I think that was really cool. Well shot.
Ooh, I do like that one.
The way he threw the blanket at her, that was funny.
I do remember that. I forgot about that.
Number two is the scene when the phone got shot.
The phone shot.
Yeah, yeah, it made me very emotional for a phone. It made me cry about that phone. It was a peace phone. Anyways, I'm not gonna start crying now. My third scene gotta be the scene when you first gets introduced with the leopard head guy, and then get
Oh, the
drunk.
drug dealer.
The drug dealer, yes, bro. The way he came in with the lime suit, it's like acting like Tom Ryder. That was pure gold, man.
Okay, from that scene, I love how the drug dealer, he's like, "Oh, you the stunt guy." He's like, the cover guy blows straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah, exactly, bro. That was gold.
But mostly is that it for Fall Guy for you?
Oh, also the scene when they find a dead body and starts freaking out. Oh, bro, I forgot that conversation that they had. The split screen conversation between
Oh, I do
Joby
like that one.
and
Cool.
Holt, and they're having like same styles too, the way they're talking to each other, and that scene was like a mirror between the characters that shows how similar they are as well, and I think that was brilliant.
But mostly is that it for you for the
Yeah,
Fall
that's it.
Guy, Bilal?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into a little bit quick review of Luca Guadagnino's latest movie, Challengers. So let's get right into it, guys. This movie, I love this movie so much. So The Fall Guy was my second best movie of the year until I watched this. This movie, it don't dethrone doing this still something special to me. And it will be, I don't know if any movie will dethrone that this year.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm excited for that, but I don't know if it will dethrone even Dune.
Kingdom Planet.
Challengers, Challengers, it makes okay. Challengers makes tennis sexy, and I don't know why it does, but I love it. Zendaya, Mike Feist, Josh O'Connor give outstanding performances in this. Between all of them, these are your most seen characters in the movie. There's some other characters, but these are your three main ones that you're following through this. And I like what Luca and the whole entire crew does with, of course, the game that Challengers game that they're having right now, to the scene flashback scenes that they're having, because it feels like if you guys are going into this, you're a little bit confused and there could be some plot gaps or something. No, Luca knows what he's doing and he fills in everything for you. And that's the thing, Bilal. He fills in everything for you no matter what. You're thinking, oh, this could happen, and like that don't show up later till like later up in the movie. And it fills it out. The score, I love the score in this, especially I'm gonna just say Match Point right now. I've been replaying Match Point all day long. I love that song. The techno sounds in this is amazing. Zendaya needs to be nominated for Oscar right now in this for best lead actress role. She is divisive in this. She's a pure dickhead in this, but she is so good because she is the best manipulator, as you guys seen from these trailers. In this, from manipulating art and what's the other guy's name? It's Josh O'Connor's name. It is. I forgot his name. I will fortunately figure out later, guys. But of course, she is more divisive in this. I don't want to get into spoilers in this because, of course, Bilal hasn't seen it. You guys haven't yet. If you guys haven't, but all I have to say is Challengers it's my second best movie of the year right now. And until Cleaning the Planet of the Apes and Furiosa, if they're as good as I think they could be, there's nothing topping Challengers right now. So Dune and Challengers are my number one, number two. And Zendaya is eating up this year. And if she has any more movies come out, I'm excited. Mike Feist is in the Bike Riders. I am looking forward to him being in that. Josh O'Connor is in an upcoming movie, an upcoming new Luca movie, I think. With I don't know if it's a Luca movie, but he's in the upcoming movie with Paul Mescal, and I heard he's pretty good in that too. So I'm really excited to see what these three actors and actresses have in their careers.
All right.
But Bilal, let's get right into it. We got a little bit of trailer news on the back half of this week. Only 2 trailers. And of course, we got a trailer for King of the Planet of the Apes, which I didn't watch it because I am already hyped for this movie.
Good boy. I already got my tickets for Wednesday.
But the other, like the trailer clip type of thing they posted, what is because it's one of the we only got one piece of news actually this week, and I really want to talk about this. And we got a clip teaser for Francis Ford Coppola's new movie Megalopolis, starring Adam Driver. This clip, I am ready for this. It's supposed to premiere at Cannes in a few weeks or a few months. Already got international distributor. America, what are you doing? We need a distributor right now. I don't care if it's Paramount, Universal, Warner Brothers. Pick up this movie and put it in theaters because after these first looks and these trailers we're getting, this movie is good and it's rumored to be Francis Ford Coppola's final film. So we gotta get it out there for all of us to see. Bilal, did you watch the new clip for Megalopolis?
Nope.
Oh, you gonna be excited. I think you will be excited. But of course, let's get right into the movie news. I'm gonna talk about this. I don't want to talk about the image, but I want to say the image is stunning, Bilal. As I'm Driver and somebody else, I forgot her name, but of course they're in this image. It's like New York, set in New York, and this is probably going to be one of France's probably top 5 films, especially where he has took his own money, has been in this since Apocalypse Now, and I'm really excited for this movie. I hope not only you are, Bilal, but also everybody that's listening to this podcast right now, because I think Francis Ford Coppola is cooking up something really special, and it's his passion project. It's what he wants to do, and if this is his final move and he wants to go out on this, I applaud him for that, and I'm really excited for Megalopolis. But Bilal, I think that is it for this week's podcast. For episode 16 of Cinematic Boys podcast. So, of course, guys, upcoming this week is our new episode of the Cinematic Boys reviews, and that will be episode 16 for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which guys are going to be in a really good special episode for that one because I'm a really big Dawn of the Planet of the Apes fan. Of course, Sammy will be back this week, guys. So you guys will get his thoughts on Dawn and might probably Rise, where he missed last week. I think he probably put some thoughts in on that. Of course, Bilal's will be there, guys. But guys, with that being said, if you guys are new here, give us a rating on Apple and Spotify. Hit that follow button if you haven't. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button on this video. If you guys haven't either, subscribe. Leave us a comment and tell us what your thoughts on Challengers and the Fall Guy is. And if there's, and like you, Bilal said, if there's any movie suggestions you want us to do for the Cinematic Boys reviews later this year, put them down there also. And guys, I really appreciate you guys for listening to us. And guys, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.
MBK out.